chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. There's limits to your love, but there is no limit to God's love. And I'm telling you, I know it might shock you, but really, you were sent as mercy towards this narcissist. Okay, you were sent by you being interlinked with God, or you want to call it source, or you want to call it the universe, or positive energy, whatever your belief system is, right? You know, like you being a good person, because it's not like just people who believe in God are good people, and that's a real. I believe I might offend some people, but I believe that's something that um is narrow-minded, just to think, oh, good people are only people that follow a particular way of life, right? That's wrong. I've always been standing for unity, and that's why people criticize me when I say universe and things like this. I believe in God, but I know some people don't, and I never used to. So therefore, I need to bear patience, just like God will bear patience that He's even doing with a narcissist. You see, by sending you. That's how patient God is. He's sending someone like you, who was a good person, towards a narcissist. That's a spiritual battle taking place right there. When you went and you see, and that's a spiritual battle, and it was to lead the narcissist on the right way. Whether you were born into a narcissistic family dynamic, what I'm saying is a lot of these narcissists had troublesome lives before. They've gone way astray. They've gone off the path a long time ago. Whether you were born into a family unit, the person that cared for you was a narcissist, or it was a friend, or it was a romantic partner, you were sent in their life as mercy to put them on the right path. And most of you, the narcissist has failed to arise to that opportunity. They failed to arise to that opportunity. Please like, share, and subscribe. Really, fundamentally, God knew that, didn't He? You know, God has comprehension of all things because God created everything in it. So He knew that it would fail, but still, the point is there's repercussions in this world. That's what I need you to understand. There's consequences for wronging good people, right? For deceiving people, for doing wrong. A lot of the scriptures always talk about hereafter, but they face punishment in this world and the next world. Right? They face wrath in this world and the next world. And the point being is the narcissist isn't gonna, a lot of these spiritual narcissists and stuff feel like the evil forces of this world will somehow reward them, or they're their gods, and they can cause evil to people, and they're going to be rewarded for that. But they're not. They're not going to be rewarded for what they did. So really, the narcissist has had a chance where God has actually put someone divine in their life, like yourself. Bless them with a child, a chosen one as a child, or an empath as a child, or something like that. Or bless them with a partner, a romantic partner, or a friend that's an empath, or a chosen one, or a genuine soul, good person like yourself. And they failed to change, you see. But what I'm trying to say will shock you is that's how infinite the love of God is, alright? Because fundamentally, this world's not perfect for a reason. Because this world is a spiritual battleground and it's a test. You know what I'm saying? Right? You are all doing your own. There's things you're doing in this world, like influences you're having on people. You're doing things in this world. You're doing a lot of things before you even realize you're doing a lot of things, right? Because you're part of the tribe of good people. You know what I mean? And you're not perfect, but you're not a narcissist. And the thing is God also knew, and this might shock you, but like God also knew that you're gonna become. There's gonna be benefit from you engaging with the narcissist too. All right. There's gonna be benefit for there's gonna be a benefit, right? And that can even involve something like tough love. where you're isolated from all of your friends, you're took away from all of your family, things like this. You're isolated, you've gone lone wolf, you're alone now, things like that. And you might look at this as punishment or something. It's not. It's like tough love for you to show you the right way, you see. And perhaps this is what I mean, like the narcissist is used for your benefit as well. See, as much as the narcissist thinks they're using you, there's a lot of benefit from you encountering the narcissist. And that's why a lot of the romantic relationships, when people I speak to, clients that I speak to, they feel this magnetic connection with the narcissist. Even though that fades and dies out, they felt like there was something special at one point in time at least. And that is because it was the good and evil combined going against each other. But the thing about the narcissist is a lot of them, you may have shared your spiritual practices or your philosophy or your religion. You may have embraced something with the narcissist and really felt like you were connecting, And that's the point. They were actually trying to deceive God when God knew the layers of their mind. All right. God knew the layers of their mind. They're not sincere, and they actually wanted to deceive God and you, just to acquaint with you. All right. But they are gonna face repercussions in this world, and that's why you've really got to just have a real firm understanding that you're really like you were like the last hope for them. I believe you were like the last hope for them, because there's this pattern of people that have been totally screwed over by narcissists, have gone on to much greater things afterwards, much greater things afterwards. So you have to embrace that there is a logic behind this encounter that you had, this upbringing that you had. There is logic from God. It's not a clear logic that we will understand with our finite minds, but there is something deeper. But if you truly analyze the situation, you was sent as mercy. All right. And you will be sent as mercy to many people. And some people will appreciate what you offer. And some people are going to be deviants. All right. What it is now is you have the discernment to not give your time to people that are not worthy. All right. And give your time to people that are sincere. Because that's how you build. But I don't want you to, like, God's love is so strong. Like, if these narcissists just, even though they've got, like, when people look at it from a scientific point of view, they've got things on their prefrontal cortex and things like that, right? More dark gray matter on their prefrontal cortex, and really God could change that in an instant. If these got turned back to God, right, God could change that for them. They could change. There is possibility that they could change, but I don't think it can, from my analysis. If you think I'm wrong, right, I don't think you can pray to change them. They need to change themselves. Although, with a psychopath, I remember I asked God to remove the darkness of their heart, right? I didn't know why I asked it, and I noticed that they changed. I don't know if it's true, but they were different. They were different on that day, but it didn't last, right? So maybe it was just a protection or something like that, or just showing me a little sign. I don't know. But I don't want you to just stay in this ritualistic behavior where you need to pray for someone all the time. Pray for good people, yeah, but I don't want you to pray or meditate or anything like that for some dusty scumbag narcissist, right? God knows you're not gonna have that infinite love, all right? You're not gonna have that love of. It's impossible. It's not possible. Sorry, I should say, to have that love of what God has got for His creation. You see what I mean? It's beyond our comprehension. But this is why There's benefit from you going towards the narcissist. There was an opportunity for the narcissist to change, and you're going to go on to much greater things from the whole experience. So as much as the narcissist tries to use you as a stepping stone to upgrade their life and things like this, right, and use you as a means to a cause, really it's not gonna work out. You're the one that levels up, you're the one that goes on to better things, and they're the loser in the end. Right? They're losers straight away. As soon as you're out of their life, you know, they've lost their blessing. You need to know that. You need to know that. So, anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. Also, I'm now offering private custom videos delivered within 24 hours that will answer questions or concerns you have. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. Check out the main channel for more content. All links you need in the description box below. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.